What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about the guest list for GalaxyCon Richmond, and it is fire. What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and today we're going to talk about this amazing guest list that GalaxyCon Richmond has assembled for 2024. The con is less than 2 weeks away, so let's get into this thing. There's a lot of goodness here. So if you have not been to a con in a while and you need to hit up a lot of these celebrities, this might be the con for you. All right, so here we go. We're going to pull this on up, and we're starting off with some amazing Star Wars celebrities, starting with the one and only Emperor Palpatine himself. Ian McDiarmid is going to be there all 3 days. Saturday only is going to be Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian. Sticking with that Mandalorian theme, we have Giancarlo Esposito. He will be there Saturday and Sunday, and one of the nicest people I've ever had the pleasure to meet. We also are going to have Charlie Hunnam. You would probably recognize him from Sons of Anarchy, and he was also in Rebel Moon Part 1 over on Netflix. Gina Carano will be there again Saturday and Sunday, and I'm sure that Drunk 3PO will be with her. If you don't know Drunk 3PO, check out his channel over here on YouTube. Dolph Lundgren is going to be there. He-Man. It is He-Man himself. The OG He-Man of all the movies is there. And, oh yeah, he also played Drago in Rocky 4. So he's going to be there. A couple Star Trek actors for you Trekkies out there. Mr. William Shatner and also Brett Spiner. Bill will be there on Friday and Saturday, and Brett will be there all 3 days. Ron Perlman, Hellboy himself, is going to be there Saturday and Sunday. And look at this one, dude. Saturday and Sunday, yes, you can meet MacGyver, Richard Dean Anderson. I'll tell you what, if I was going, I definitely would be meeting him. I absolutely loved that show back in the late 80s. All right, we also have Edward James Olmos, Patrick Warburton, Emily Rudd, and Jacob Romero are all going to be there. And the last two you would know from One Piece, the actual television series. We also have Jack Dylan Grazer and Steve Burns from Blue's Clues. We're going to continue on here. We have Donovan Patton, Josh Dela Cruz, Tracy Page Johnson, also from Blue's Clues, and Angela Santamero. Look at this one right here. I love it. I love it. How about some, where's my 90s people at? Jaleel White, who played Urkel and also voices Sonic the Hedgehog, is going to be there. That is awesome. Matthew Lawrence is going to be there. Joey Lawrence is going to be there. We're going to bring all the Lawrences in because we also have Andy Lawrence. There it is. All three. That is pretty cool. Garrett Hedlund, who I am not 100% sure on what he played. But we also have some more Star Wars for you. Emily Swallow, all 3 days. She plays the armorer in The Mandalorian. We have Daniel Logan, who played young Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones. Matt Latner, who plays Anakin Skywalker in The Clone Wars. After Matt, we scroll down. We have Paul Sung-Hung Lee, who plays Carson Teva in The Mandalorian and Ahsoka. We have Maggie Lawson. I know that name. So she was in Psych. She was in Pleasantville. She was in 2.5 Men, and she was also in Santa Clarita Diet, among other things. So she will also be there. Timothy Amundsen will be there. Corbin Bernstein will be there from Major League, actually. That's pretty cool. James Murray, Anthony Michael Hall, Lou Diamond Phillips. Look at that. La Bamba himself. I love it. That is That's a name I have not seen at a con. Barry Bostwick is going to be there. He's a regular here for GalaxyCon. Logic is going to be there. Evan Evagora is going to be there, and a few other names you can check out. As far as voice actors, some of these we've seen before at GalaxyCon. We have Christopher Sabat, we have Tara Strong, Ashley Eckstein, Peter Cullen, and Charles Martinet, Mario himself, plus a ton others. I always say for you anime fans, GalaxyCon is one of the best to go to get those voice actors, and you can see there are a ton. All right, so what we're going to do is kind of just go through some of the top celebrities and just kind of look at what the pricing is like. And because I'm always curious to see, because I've met a lot of these people before, and I am always curious to see what the pricing is like each year. All right, so we have Ian McDermott. So the last time I met Ian, he was charging $100. And let's see here. So we have an 8x10 autograph. So his price is definitely increased. Regular autograph is $125. And on anything else, he's now charging $150. Now, before you kill these actors, don't forget that the con is the one who basically will negotiate the prices with them. So it's, yes, I'm sure Ian has something to do with it, but a lot of it is the con. And your photos for Ian are $125. So his price has definitely increased over the years. Katie Sackhoff, I've seen her range from anywhere between 100 and 125. And let's see here. So an autograph on a non-Star Wars item is 100, and she's now up to 140 on any item that is Star Wars. So that would be your Funko Pops, your helmets, your Black Series figures, and so on. So there you go. So her price is a little higher than usual. Giancarlo, usually around 70. So I'm curious to see what he's going to be. Giancarlo is a straight $80. So not bad. $10 higher than a couple years ago when he was at this con. And his photos are 95. So Charlie Hunnam, I don't really know what he charges. So he is $100 and then $125 for a photo. So that's probably a little higher than I would thought. I would have thought like around 80. Gina Carano, same thing. Usually she's about 100 or so. And Gina is at $100 for photos or autographs. So that's good. Dolph Lundgren. So Dolph is charging 80 for an autograph. A premium autograph would be 120. So that's going to be, yeah, you can see there, props, probably like some type of belt or gloves, Funko Pop, posters. So he does charge a little bit more for that. And he also is charging for quotes. So you can get 6 words for $30. So if you want it all in on him, it's going to cost you about $150. So I would assume that he likes I Have the Power of Grayskull, probably that thing. And then also I Must Break You. All right. We'll do a couple more. William Shatner. He's usually right around 125 or so. There you go. 120. An autograph and something else other than a photo is 150. So again, a little bit higher, the normal. But a lot of actors have been doing this lately where whatever they're best known for, they'll go ahead and charge you a little bit more to sign those items. And I think it's a way to discourage people from flipping. Brett Spiner is charging 60 and then 80 on anything else. So again, the first price is always on an 8x10 that they have at their tables. So you don't have to at least worry about bringing something if you just want an 8x10 autographed. And then we'll check Richard Dean Anderson. What is MacGyver charging? So MacGyver, oh my gosh, man, that's fantastic. So he's charging 60 and then 75 and other items. So I don't know if they have an OG MacGyver Funko Pop. I would have to dig a little deeper and figure that one out. And if you want a picture with Mac, it's going to cost you $80. And Steve Burns, last time I saw him was like 60. And so he's 50. So now he's up to, so he's doing the whole Funko Pop thing as well. And he's doing the table selfies as well, which is cool if you don't want to pay the full price of $75 for the actual photo op. And he does have a ticket and autograph combo deal as well. Now, that probably is not the Funko Pop. So you're probably looking at about $100 for a selfie and Funko Pop autographed. And don't let him get away cheap on those Funko Pops. This dude will. He's a really nice guy. He will definitely sign whatever you want. If you want him to put quotes, make sure you tell him that because he will do it. And finally, we'll chuck a few more. Jaleel White. What is Jaleel charging? Jaleel is charging $50, $60 on a Funko Pop. Actually, no, that's wrong. It's $60 excluding Funko Pops. On this Funko Pop, it's $80. So you can see there's a $30 increase. And then there's your quote. There's $30. So you have a Funko Pop of Urkel. It's going to cost you $110. So go ahead and get that autograph and have one of his famous quotes. Did I do that? There you go. $110 just for that. So finally, let me check two more. I'm going to check Emily here. Again, she's usually around 100 or so. So actually, maybe she's a little lower because she's 60 on a flat item. So now that's why I always wonder though, flat item. So if I bring my Funko Pop flattened, is that only going to be 60? I don't know. That's a good question. Let me know in the comments. If you go to the con, I'm really curious to see if they still charge the $80 for the Funko. And the table selfie is 60. And then she also has a combo deal, which is pretty cool. And finally, let me check out Mr. Logan here. This is one of the autographs I am missing, and I really need to meet this dude. I heard he's really nice. So he's doing an autograph for 60, and that's it. So that's awesome. And then you can throw in a selfie for an extra 40. So that's not bad at all for Mr. Daniel Logan. And yeah. One I always like to check. I always like to check Ashley Eckstein because, again, when I first got autographs from her, I want to say they were like around $80, but I know hers is skyrocketed. So she's up to $125 and anything, but now she's up to $40 for the quotes instead of $20. That was a couple years ago. So again, if you want a quote, it's $165. First time I got an autograph from her was actually at Galaxy Richmond back in, I think it was 2019. It was right before COVID. And yeah, I mean, I paid $100 and got it all. So I'm glad I got as many as I did because, man, she's getting up there in price. And I have a picture with her. Actually, I'm right on the other side of this computer. I took a photo with her for $100 at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim a couple years ago, and now she's at $125. So, but like I said, don't get mad at the celebrities because the cons are the ones who actually set these prices. And so the celebrities got to, they have to make their money as well because the con does take some cuts, I guess. Now, some of the bigger celebrities will get paid to come in, but, looking at this guest list, I don't think any of these guys actually are being paid to come in because they make so much money doing this because they have such a big following. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments, are you headed off to GalaxyCon Richmond? Let me know how it is. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, keep those heads on.